in short, you can say in FrontCore Labs, we will investigate new emerging technologies and finding innovative ways to integrate them into our platform.
We're implementing like bleeding edge technology safely.
Yeah, exactly. We need to help our customer take advantage of new technology so they can stay abreast and be competitive in their environment.
FrontCore Labs is going to lead to better quality products, for the course providers that are listening.
Yeah. My name is Dag Lister, and I'm the founder and CEO of FrontCore. And my continuous focus is to look for ways to see how we can grow and find better ways to build, a better company.
So my name is Erlends, and I work as a product innovation specialist, which means that I am researching different ways we can improve products, and also how we can create them, right? So from the scratch to launching, thinking about the whole process.
So FrontCore Labs is really our R&D arm in the company. Since the inception of FrontCore, we've always been really committed to innovation, building new features and upgrading our platform. And in setting up FrontCore Labs, we kind of strengthen our focus and our commitment to that type of activity. And I think, in short, you can say in FrontCore Labs, we will investigate new emerging technologies and finding innovative ways to integrate them into our platform. So the idea of FrontCore Labs really have come over a period of time. It wasn't coined FrontCore Labs until recently when Alan came on board. But in today's day and age, pace of change is going so much faster than ever before. And so when technological changes accelerate, we need to really innovate even faster. And I think what we've seen, and I've had a lot of interesting discussions with Alan over the last few months also, where we discuss, new exciting technologies that we see coming, globally that could have an application in our platform. And I think so that the idea really of FrontCore Labs was we need a focus of our R&D activities to be able to deliver the best possible solution based on the new technologies to stay in front. And I think FrontCore Labs is really showing that renewed commitment to innovation, which has always been important to us.
Well, I think it's really important to while you're maintaining regular business, right? While you're making money, you're also exploring stuff, because then you have the potential to grow so much faster,
I think everyone who works in FrontCore really feel the presence of the growth mindset in our culture. We want to instill a mindset in everyone, and we kind of recruit with that also in mind, that we want people who really are interested in looking for better ways to run the business, whether that be the products or anything else in the company. And so innovation is kind of part of our culture also, generally speaking. And so FrontCore Labs is all about that. It's about finding, better ways to build our product, and even finding ways to making what we do today obsolete. We want to stay in front. So we want to find out, if we're basing something on an old technology, we need to look at the new technologies and what they can help us. And I've had some really exciting discussions with Alan over the summer about, how can we possibly change our business model based on what we see now with AI and things like that. So and I think also our customer first value is also something that fits really well with FrontCore Labs, because we want to make sure, as our name commits us to, we want to be in front. It when we chose the name FrontCore, it's all about reminding us every day that we need to be in front. That's an essence of FrontCore, and so I think the FrontCore Labs is a strength and commitment to that, to the core value of being in front. Yeah, I think when you talk about goals, it depends on how far into the order of consequence you think, because FrontCore Labs, it's about bringing better products to our customers. It's about taking advantage of the new technology we see coming, like AI, for example, that was mentioned here. And so if you look at the first order of consequence, it's about that. It's about making sure we can build a better product. For our customers, it will mean something else. It will mean they will have a better solution where they can be more effective in bringing learning to their customers. And I think if you look even further into the order of consequence, it's about making sure learning takes place more efficiently in the world. And so I think we have a strong for me, that's a responsibility, because I think we as a company should remind ourselves every day about making sure our customers have the best solutions so they can bring more learning to the world. And in the end, that's what brings progress to the world. Learning is important for everyone to thrive as individuals and professionals. So it's kind of, that's what I get excited about when I wake up every morning. It's about that. And that's why FrontCore Labs, and I think that's the goal of FrontCore Labs also, to make sure we do that for our customers and for the end users, the participants and individuals. FrontCore Labs, will never be a success unless we have great people. We need really, really great people for that. And so FrontCore Labs was really, or the internship was really our launching pad for FrontCore Labs in that sense. And so the success of this is really, really tied to the internship and Alan's work, and we'll reap a lot of experience with this going forward. And I think it's, FrontCore Labs is so early, today, that we'll learn a lot and we'll make changes. It's a dynamic process, but I think today, we're going to be talking about some really exciting projects coming out of the internship that Alan was working on over the summer, which is the LMS, the e-learning platform. So it's very, the early days now in FrontCore Labs is very, very much tied to the internship and all the good work that Alan has done so far.
Yeah, sure. So it's been very exciting. I've got a lot of freedom to do research, among other things, especially into tech stacks, right? There's been a lot of development into web development. And I think we all can agree that AI has just skyrocketed in its use everywhere. So, it's really, it might be difficult to like catch that bandwagon, but it's when you do it, you can like have so much reward from it. Just like implementing a little bit of AI, really.
Yeah, and I'd like to kind of add to that, because when Alan contacted me, the whole story begins that Alan contacted me on LinkedIn, and actually was inquiring about a different role we were recruiting for. But I kind of saw that, and I knew that Alan's background was so exciting that I thought we should discuss how he can contribute with helping us build a better product. And when we met up the first time, we were just having an informal conversation actually about FrontCore and what we did. And then Alan came up with a really, really interesting idea that kind of it fitted really well with my thought, because I'd been thinking for a while about we should actually start building our LMS. And then Alan comes up with the idea that we should build how about building an LMS based on dynamic learning and AI? And that's really how, from there, we spun. We had a new meeting where Alan presented the idea, great presentation, very well thought through. And I thought, yeah, let's do it. That's how we kind of decided to do the internship. And for any students that would be listening to this, I think it's a textbook example of how Alan was really proactive, came up with a great idea, presented it really well, and I thought it was great work already then. So that's how actually the internship started, and the work with the LMS.
Sure. Well, I'll always be interested in learning, like taking online courses. I find it like much more efficient than, some other methods. And I see a real potential, people I talk to every day, you can see it, people are wanting this, you know, it's something you want. You want to learn faster, and you need to learn faster now. And there's just something that there's not a solution for it that's good enough, I feel.
It's important for FrontCore Labs. It's important for FrontCore because with today's competitive environment, um, where we basically compete globally, and any change around the world that impacts our business will potentially make us obsolete if we don't innovate. If we don't do it, someone else will do it. That's for sure. We know that for a fact. So I think for FrontCore as a company, it's important to really be proactive and be at the forefront of what's going on, and making sure we adopt new technologies as quickly as we can. And for that reason, having people like Alan, who's not only studying programming and can program, but also has a passion for looking at new technologies, that's really paramount for us as a company. And of course, for customers, it's the same. We have to think of, we help our customers stay competitive. If we can bring the best solutions to them so they can spend their time growing and developing their business rather than administrating it, we're helping them. We're helping them become more competitive. And so I think, that's the essence, of why it's important both for FrontCore and as well as our customers. We just, changes are happening so quickly. Even in training today, you see, a massive changes going on in the training business. And I think we need to help our customer take advantage of new technology so they can stay abreast and be competitive in their environment.
I think the most challenging part has been to establish um, really, the essence of what we're creating, asking the right questions. Like, for example, focusing on the user, I think is really important because, that's what course providers ultimately earn on, the user experience. And also, of course, defining the tech stack. We've come to some barriers and we've overcome them. And I think right now we have something totally unique and really efficient, actually.
And if I may add something to that, we've had some really interesting discussions, which I thought was really helpful for me also, because, there's a balance between adopting the, farm fresh technologies and having, operationally secure technologies that you want to adopt. Because if it's so new that it's almost straight out, out of the barn, then there'll probably be some small bugs that you have to solve, or there might be not enough support and things like that. So I think the discussions Alan and myself have had over the summer was really interesting, because we've actually researched a lot of technology. Alan has researched a lot of technologies, and we've kind of tested different tech stacks, and we've found great technologies, but they may be a little bit early for us to use. But it's been a good learning process as well, because we've familiarized ourselves with some really great tech stack that we decided not to use because it's maybe a little bit too early, but we know about them. And then we found a really optimal tech stack. Alan found the really optimal tech stack in the end. We actually concluded with.
We're implementing like bleeding edge technology safely.
Yeah, exactly. I think to answer what they can expect from FrontCore Labs in the upcoming years, I think I'd have to go a little bit back and say, if you ask our long-term or long-time customers, I think you'd probably find that they're all, uh, I think they would all say that we're pretty focused on developing new features and upgrading our system. Um, Almost every week, we deploy new features and upgrades in our system. And that's been our commitment from the inception of FrontCore, and we will continue to do that. I think with FrontCore Labs, we're kind of also taking that commitment even a step further, because so far it's been about building out our current tech stack with new features and new development. What we're doing now together with Alan and his team, we're looking at even new technologies that we can apply. So we're taking it one step further, and I think that's what they can expect from us. They can expect from us that we will continue that work. We will never be done building our solution. I think this is a famous quote from the social network, when I don't know if it's really true that Mark Zuckerberg said that, but we will never be done building our solution. So I think that's something they can expect from us, and we will always look for ways to automate and simplify things. Make sure they can spend their time on developing their business rather than administrating it. That's our kind of mantra. We want to help them build a better training business through our solutions. Yeah, if we were to talk about a 5-year horizon and what they can expect in 5 years, I would definitely say it's more of the same. Where we will be in 5 years, that's really, really hard to predict, because the pace of change is going so quickly. And if you look at what we've done in the solution, I was recently having a conversation with a customer that was a customer, a few years back, and the solution is completely different. Our platform has changed so much, and even in the last year, it's changed so much. So, we'll definitely be 100% committed to building training management platform. We'll be 100% committed to our customers. We will be 100% committed to building a web-based solution, and we'll be 100% committed to looking at the new technologies and adopting them in innovative ways that help them run their training business better.
Well, I see FrontCore Labs as simply, a research division. You're letting time to research. Even though you might spend that time otherwise just building stuff, I think it's good, to have research. And of course, you want to make that research good. So you have to think outside the box, and you have to go places you have to reach places to find that information. So that can be difficult. Yeah, I've actually quite enjoyed learning about the business side a lot, on how we're creating a new product from scratch and launching it. That's that cycle. It's really interesting to see that.
Well, I just say that I think based on the work that we've done over the summer, I think our customer can be really excited about what's coming when we launch, our own native e-learning platform inside FrontCore. I'm just hugely impressed with what Alan has done, and now his, team. We've also added a couple of more students to his team, and I think I'm excited. I've never been more excited about what we're going to be doing in FrontCore, and so once we launch this, I think many of our customers will find a fantastic e-learning platform that they will be able to bring learning in the most innovative ways. You know, we've talked about earlier today dynamic learning, and I think some of the concept we're applying in this is something that I haven't read about from other e-learning providers. You know, like spaced repetition and active recall and AI. And so I'm really excited to start talking more specifically with customers about it. And I think they have you know exciting times to come.
FrontCore Labs is going to lead to better quality products, for
Yeah,
the course providers that are listening.
yeah,
And not even like entirely new technologies like AI, but also like web development,
yeah.
web technology itself.